What should you know about mini splits before you order a mini split? Do you know what you need for your mini split project? If you plan on installing a mini split for your new construction home or your existing home, today you're going to want to watch this video. I'm going to be covering mini split sizes, line set lengths, line hide cover, mounting options, and installation characteristics. If you want to learn more about mini splits, definitely watch this video. Before we start the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that bell, ding, so you know what I'm doing. If you want help with your project, you want tech support, you want my phone number, you want me to consult for you, go check out my membership levels and all of the different benefits and features. Definitely click that join button, become a member. Let me know in the comments, say I joined, I'll give you my email, and that'll lead to contact with me. You're watching HVAC Tips for Homeowners. I'm Tad, let's get started. The first thing I want to go over is line sets. What are line sets? What lengths do you have to choose from? And what do we need to know about the communication, the power cable? So this is a box that the line sets come in. And you can order line sets in lengths of 25 and 50 foot. Right there, it's 50 foot, and this is 1/4 inch and 5/8, okay? So this box is empty because, of course, our line sets are right there. Really quick, if you're going to order a mini split and you need 80 foot of line sets, make sure you order 2 50 foots, okay? Don't order a 25 foot and a 50 foot, okay? Now this is the line sets. It's covered in insulation here, Armaflex. This is 1/4 inch and this is 5/8. Now, if you need to know more about flaring and you need to know how to use a flaring tool because you just want that information, go check out my playlist, HVAC Tips for Technicians. I've got a video on flaring. I'll put that in the link in the description. This is the communication cable, okay? And this is how the unit communicates, the indoor to the outdoor. You need to make sure that you do not splice this wire. This does not need to be spliced. And if it is, you need to make sure you know exactly how to splice it. For the communication cable, you can order 150, 250 foot rolls. That's what I do so that I don't have to splice this communication cable. You never want to splice the communication cable. You always want to make sure that you run a continuous wire from the outdoor to the indoor unit so you don't have any types of communication errors or something that can stop your unit from working. Now, this is the power cable, okay? And we've got 3 wires in here. Different types of mini splits have different wiring configurations. This is the 230 volts from the outdoor to the indoor unit. So this powers the indoor unit, okay? You can splice that wire, make sure you do it in a proper manner. This is how you make the line sets look beautiful. This is line hide cover. It's 4 inches by 4 inches. It's got a little track here, so you could use this to zip tie the line sets into that line hide cover when you get it mounted to the siding of the house, okay? So you can put a screw right here in this track if you want, and you can mount it, and then this is the top cover, and this snaps in right here, okay? It's very easy to install. You need to make sure that you have some of these fittings. This is for the hole that you drill for the wall mount air handler. The line sets come out of the house, and this is what will cover up that hole. This is called a hole cover, okay? This is the end piece. Whenever your line sets come out of your line hide cover, this is the piece that you put on. If you're running the drain with the line sets, you might not be able to use this piece though. You might not have enough space, okay? These are the couplings, and this is what you can put 2 of these line hide cover pieces together with. This is a coupling. This is a 90 here, and this is a sweeping 90 right here. If you want to make your line sets look pretty and you want a professional looking job, you need line hide cover. We use line hide cover on every single job. This is a good way for you to hide your line sets in the wall. If you have a new construction home and you want to rough in your line sets professionally, use this rough in box, okay? You put this in the studs, and then you can run your line sets up in the wall to this rough-in box, and then you mount your wall mount air handler on the wall. I've got a link in the description for a video using this rough-in box. Go check it out if you want to learn more. Here's the drain connection. You run your line sets in the box, and then you mount your wall mount, and then you can hook up your connections. And then if this is on the interior of a wall, you can cut out the back piece here, and then you've got access with this cover here. So if you need to access your connections to your mini split later on down the road. The rough-in box is perfect for that with this cover. Now, mounting options. Let's take a look at mounting options, because you may want to mount your outdoor unit on the wall. If you do, Diversitech makes this great wall mount bracket, which we've used. It keeps the outdoor unit off the ground. Or if you want a pad, Diversitech makes this pad here, and it's 18 by 38 by 3 inches. So it's 3 inches tall, 38 inches long, and 18 inches wide. Now that we've went over line sets, line hide cover, mounting options, the rough-in box, let's go over sizing. What types of mini split sizes are there? This right here is a 3-ton Max Series Samsung. This is a wall mount air handler. I use this on light commercial, residential jobs. These are great for big shops. If you're doing a shop, this is great. I actually put one of these in an aircraft hangar. I love these mini splits. You want to learn more, check out the website, samsunghvac.com, link in the description for that. What mini split sizes are there? So this is a single zone unit. That means one outdoor unit, one indoor unit, okay? Now they have multi-zone pieces of equipment. We're gonna talk about the sizes on those, but for a single zone, you can get 9,000 BTU, 12,000, which is 1 ton, 18,000, which is 1.5 ton, 2 ton, which is 24,000, and then 36,000, which is this 3 ton, does about 2,000 square foot. 2 ton does about 1,000 square foot. 18,000 does about 700 square foot. 1 ton does about 500 to 600 square foot. If you want a sizing guide, a mini split sizing guide, I can send that to you. Click the join button, become a member. Let me know in the comments. Let's go over multi-zone pieces of equipment and sizing. So you could have an outdoor unit and several indoor units. You could have an outdoor unit that's 2 ton and 3 indoor units. You could have an outdoor unit that's 3 ton and up to 5 indoor units. Or you could have an outdoor unit that's 4 ton and up to 5 indoor units. And you can match that however you want. You could do a 4 ton unit with 5 9,000 BTU units, or you could do probably 4 12,000 BTU units, which is 4 1 ton units, and then you could do a 7,000 or a 9,000 BTU unit. So there's different matching options, but you can get even higher than 4 ton. You could do a 5 ton DVM Eco. There are even larger sizes out there for commercial and industrial needs. Say you need to put up to 48 indoor units on a larger commercial DVM outdoor unit. That option is there. So for the indoor drain connection, you can use 3/4 PVC, or you can use 5/8 tubing. This right here is 5/8 tubing. It'll fit the connection for your mini split. For the rough-in box, you can use a female threaded connection and 3/4 PVC. Let's talk about the typical hole size that you're going to be drilling through the wall for your line sets, your drain, and your wire, and what tools you'll need to do that. Spider makes a wonderful hole saw kit. You may need the 2.5 or the 3-inch hole saw to drill through your wall to run your line sets. Lennox makes a wonderful hole saw kit, and you may need the 2.5-inch or the 3-inch hole saw to drill through your wood. This is for wood or brick. And then you may need a hammer drill. This is a hammer drill. This is what we use for brick, concrete, cement. This is perfect for drilling through that type of material. Link in the description for these tools if you want to go check them out. You may need to reflare some of the connections for the line sets because you may have some flares from the manufacturer that are cracked or have a thin wall. You want to know how to use a flaring tool? I got a video on that and link in the description, so go check it out. You may need a disconnect box. So this is a disconnect box and it's non-fused. I don't like fuses in my disconnect box just because that is another point of failure. So this is an easy pull out non-fused disconnect. So very easy to install, and you might need one. You may need some 1/2-inch or some 3/4 Romex connectors, probably 1/2-inch. You may need some 1/2-inch conduit fittings, okay? So you may be running some flexible conduit, and you may need some 1/2-inch straights or 90s, okay? You may need some 1/2-inch liquid tight, seal tight conduit. You may need that. This is 12-2 Romex wire. This is good for about 20 amps. Most of my 1-ton 9,000 BTU units use this. This is number 10 wire. This is number 10-2 Romex wire. It's good for about 30 amps, and this is good for my 2-ton units. You may need some number 8 wire, number 6 wire. This is good for my 3-ton, my 4-ton units. So if you want to know more about wire sizing, I've got a guide I can send you. If somebody's installing your mini splits and they do not do a pressure test with nitrogen and make sure that they pump it up to at least 500 psig and let it set and then check for leaks, then your install is not going to be proper, and you need to make sure you get somebody who's using nitrogen so that they can pressure test after they install the line sets. Got to have a vacuum pump. You don't have a vacuum pump, you're not going to pull all the non-condensables out of the line sets after you pressure test. So you got to have a vacuum pump. If you've got gauges to hook up to your mini split, that's great, but you may need an adapter. So make sure that you get an adapter for your mini splits. This is 1/4 inch to 5/16. So the fitting for a regular residential air conditioning system is not the same fitting for your mini splits. So check out this adapter. Pause the video if you want. Link in the description of this adapter, okay? Now I'm going to go over maximum line set length and give you an example here. So this is a 2-ton free joint multi outdoor unit. It says the maximum total length cannot be over 230 foot. So if you have 3 units hooked up to this 2-ton unit and you go over 230 foot, then you're not going to have a good, properly working system because you're over the total length. Now it says 49-foot max vertical separation. So if your indoor unit is 60 foot higher than the outdoor unit, then you're not going to have a properly working system. Also, maximum individual line set length. If your line set length is more than 82 foot, then it's probably not going to work properly. So make sure you know what system you're using and what the total line set length, the vertical separation, and the max individual line set length should be, okay? Hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned something. Let me know in the comments what you learned. If you don't have a question, tell me who you are, tell me where you're from. And again, if you need help with your project, you need help picking out a mini split, I am here to help you. So just connect with me, click the join button, send me an email, and I will help you with your mini split today. Definitely click that like button, subscribe, hit the bell before you leave. I hope you are ready to install your mini split, order your mini split, or just if you had a question, I hope that I answered the question about the mini splits. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Hope you learned something. Let me know in the comments what you learned. If you don't have a question, that's okay. Tell me who you are. Tell me where you're from. If you need help with your project, click that join button, become a member, and I will help you pick out your mini split. You've been watching HVAC Tips for Homeowners. I'm Tad, and I'll keep you cool if you let me. Hole saw with a long bit.
Then get it.
There we go. Folding the line sets out of the wall mount. About to mount it on the wall. Got to make sure the drain stays level or has some fall. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. That's how you mount a wall mount air handler. Line sets are coming out. Got the drain. Got to get some line hide cover. Make it look beautiful. Connect the flare fittings. Loop the line sets if it's less than 10 foot. Got the line hide cover. This right here is what screws to the wall. And this is the part that covers hole cover. This is what covers the hole. This right here is a 90. Communication cable, power cable, powers the indoor unit. Power to the unit from the outdoor indoor, power from the main service panel to power this outdoor unit, communication cable to communicate between the outdoor and indoor unit.